Hello everyone, I want to play a game. A YouTuber known as The Big D is about to bring to you reviews of the Saw franchise. He does hope you enjoy them. And now, let the game begin.
Surprise! Sorry for making it sound a little quiet. I didn't want to try to get my voice all, when doing the jigsaw thing. Greetings, everyone. I'm Dole, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. And this time around, I am definitely going to review the Saw franchise, as I'm going to be doing these in back-to-back reviews. Now, this is going to be one whole video where I'm going to review 2 movies from the Saw franchise, which will be celebrating its 15th anniversary by the end of the month, so I'm going to go ahead and review these early and stuff. So now I bring to you my review of Saw from 2004, released by Lionsgate and produced by Twisted Pictures. The film stars Cary Elwes as Dr. Lawrence Gorin, Leigh Whannell, who also wrote the screenplay, as Adam Stanheit, Danny Glover, Micah Potter, Michael Emerson, Ken Leung, Dina Meyer, and Tobin Bell as John Kramer, alias Jigsaw, the main antagonist. Anyway, well, I will tell you that Saw actually did pretty well, grossing more than $100 million worldwide and becoming, at the time, one of the most profitable horror films since the original Scream. Anyway, now, I have seen this before, long ago, but then I lost interest in the series after I watched the 3rd movie. But however, just last month, I recently gave the series a second chance. And now I like the Saw franchise. It may be gory and stuff, but they don't scare me. And of course, I've got the whole series in their unrated versions. Yes, the original Saw was in an unrated version as well, which you can find on this 7-movie collection. But anyway, here we go with my review. Now, I actually kind of liked how this movie starts, starting in a kind of a old-looking bathroom sequence where a photographer named M wakes up in a bathtub with his ankle chained to a pipe, and soon, right not too far across, an oncologist, Dr. Lawrence Gorin, also chained. Anyway, and right in between them is a corpse holding a revolver and a microcassette recorder. Both men find the tape in their pockets and they listen to something. A mysterious dark voice comes up on the tape. Tell them what they've done to, or something. Let me see now. Yes. Now, Adam's tape urges him to escape while Dr. Gorins tells him to kill Adam or his wife and daughter will be killed. And he will be left to die. Adam soon finds a bag of 2 hacksaws inside the toilet. Yeah, kind of gross out, huh? Tries to saw the chains, but it doesn't work. Soon, Dr. Gorin learns that they have to saw through their feet, actually. And soon, Dr. Lawrence realizes that the saws are meant to be used on their feet and identifies their captor as the Jigsaw Killer, whom Lawrence knows of because he was once a suspect. And flashbacks came to him revealed that him discussing the terminal brain cancer of a patient named John Kramer, played by Tobin Bell, who of course is Jigsaw. Is approached by two other detectives who found his penlight at the scene of one of Jigsaw's games. Yes, and he uses this puppet named Billy, and uses his own voice in a deep, dark voice, and says and most times says, "I want to play a game." And in the end, he sometimes will say, "The choice is yours," or it will be, "Let the game begin." Anyway, apparently, Lawrence's alibi cleared him, but he agreed to view the testimony of heroin addict Amanda Young, that's Shawnee Smith, the only known survivor of one of Jigsaw's traps, who believes that the killer helped her. Now, Amanda's flashback sequence, she had like this reverse bear trap. If she couldn't get out of that thing will tear her whole mouth off completely. Yeah, that would have hurt like a, Well, anyway. Now, Lawrence's wife Allison and daughter Diana are held captive at their home as their captor watches Adam and Lawrence. Yeah, Dr. Lawrence. Dr. Lawrence going, "Oh boy, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little sorry." Well, through a hidden camera, and it's being watched by this guy called Tap, having been discharged from the police and becoming obsessed with the Jigsaw case. Finds Jigsaw's warehouse using the videotape from Amanda's game. There he and there Tap and another detective, Singh, apprehend Jigsaw and save the man from a drill trap. But Jigsaw escaped after slashing Tap's throat, and Singh was killed by a shotgun trap. Which will leave me. It is kind of bloody though. We don't get to really see the head get blown, but we do see some blood spilled though. But anyway, convinced that Lawrence is Jigsaw, Tap is continue to stalk him. So soon, later in the bathroom, Lawrence finds two cigarettes in a box, along with a lighter and a one-way cell phone. My mistake. Recalls his abduction in a parking garage by a mysterious figure in a pig mask. And he and Adam stage Adam's death with a cigarette dipped in the corpse's poisoned blood. But the plan fails when Adam is electrically shocked through his ankle chain, and Adam recalls his own abduction. He found a puppet that was attacked by the same pig mask figure. Alice calls Lawrence at gunpoint and tells him not to trust Adam, who admits that he was paid to take photos of him, many of which were in a big bag that had the hacksaws. So soon, later on, Adam describes what the man who hired him and realized it was Tap. So Adam finds a photo he didn't take of a man staring out a window at Lawrence's house, whom he identifies as Zep, and that's the one who's going to kill Dr. Gordon's wife and daughter if the clock strikes 6 and he has not killed Adam. Now I go on, and well, later on, Allison and Diana are saved by Tap after Allison frees herself and stops Zep, and they chase Zep through the sewers and is shot. Lawrence, only aware of the gunshots and screaming, is shot and loses reach of his cell phone. So apparently he saws off his foot and goes for it soon and finally shoots Adam. And Zep reaches the bathroom, but Adam survives and beats Zep hard with the toilet tank lid. Lawrence crawls out of the room, but Adam searches Zep's body for a key, but then finds another tape and reveals that Zep was another victim. Following rules to obtain an antidote for the poison. As the tape ends, the corpse rises and appears to be the real John Kramer. Yep. And reveals that Adam lost his key in the bathtub drain and then soon leaves him and says, "Game over." And that's how the movie goes. But I'm sure a lot of you horror movie goers have like this. So, but if you're new to the stuff franchise, you watch this review without watching, well, I should have warned you. Sorry. Anyway, now that's the review of Saw, and I really think y'all give that movie a shot. See it. You should see it. It's pretty cool and all. Now it's time to go on to the next one. Saw 2, released the following year in 2005. Now, I actually did have this on DVD, but then I saw it after I gave up on the franchise. Now I have it back. I actually got to watch it again, and I did just now, and I actually love this one. And this movie actually did pretty much better than its predecessor, despite mixed reviews from critics. It made $31 million in its opening day, and went on to make $88 million in both overall in the U.S. and Canada, and has remained the highest-grossing Saw film in those countries to date. Anyway, now in this film, Tobin Bell is returning, so is Shawnee Smith. Plus, we have, let's see here. And Dina Meyer's back as, I forgot to mention her, Detective Allison Carey. Also in this is Donnie Wahlberg, brother of Mark Wahlberg, as Detective Eric Matthews. Eric Knudsen as his son Daniel. Emmanuel Vaugier as Edison. Frankie G as Xavier. Beverly Mitchell as Laura. Glenn Plummer as Jonas. Tim Burr as Abby, and Tony Napo as Gus. Now, apparently, I absolutely enjoyed this one. Now, we start out with this guy named Michael who wakes up in a room with a spike-filled mask locked around his neck. Videotape of Jigsaw using the Billy puppet reveals to him that the trap is on a spring timer, and if he does not find the key, he must cut into his eye to get the key out, or else that thing's gonna close on his head shut. And says, think of it as a Venus flytrap. Yeah. But he can't bring himself to close the key. After only one blooming minute, that trap closes, and then we get our intro card to Saw 2. Anyway, meanwhile, through that, Detective Carey finds a message for her former partner, Detective Eric Matthews. Calls him in, despite not wanting to be involved. He reluctantly joins Carey and Daniel Rigg, an officer, in leading a SWAT team into the factory where Michael was. There they find and apprehend John Kramer, yes, the Jigsaw Killer, who is weak from his cancer. He indicates several computer monitors are showing 8 people trapped in a house, including his only known survivor, Amanda Young, once again played by Shawnee Smith, and Eric's estranged son Daniel. The other victims are Xavier, Gus, Jonas, Laura, Addison, and Abby. A nerve agent filling the house will kill him in 2 hours, but John assures Eric that if he follows the rules by simply talking with John, he will see Daniel again. But anyway, At Carrie's urging, however, Eric agrees in order to buy time for the tech team to arrive and trace the videos. They find a micro cassette recorder. The antidotes are hidden throughout the house. And they have the combination with the numbers on the back of their mind. And the order can be found. I absolutely love this line. Over the rainbow. Oh yeah, that was a good line. I absolutely love that line. Anyway, Xavier ignores a warning note, uses the key and on the door, which fires a bullet through a peephole as Gus is looking through it and shot right through his eye. And ooh, that is gonna hurt. So they search the house for more, and then they discover in the basement where Abby is revealed to have helped with the abductions, is forced into a crematory oven to obtain 2 antidotes. He inadvertently activates the trap, but is burned to death before the others can do, and he can save him, destroying the antidotes as well. Meanwhile, Xavier, in another room later on, Xavier's test is to go into a pit full of needles and retrieve a key to the door in 2 minutes, but unfortunately, he forces Amanda into the pit, which, believe me, that is really intense. I mean, the needle pit is definitely one of my few favorite Jigsaw traps. Starts it and gives it to Xavier, but he loses his grip on the key, slips, and time's up. Yep. So the rest of the victims discuss connections between them and determine that each had been incarcerated before, excluding Daniel, though. So John passes the time with both idle and encrypted chat, eventually telling Eric that his survival of a suicide attempt after his diagnosis is the true reason for his gains. Eric runs out of patience and returns to the monitors. He destroys several of John's documents and sketches at Carrie's suggestion, but fails to provoke John. Soon, as the tech team arrives, John reveals the connection between the victims, and Eric has framed all of them for various crimes, and Daniel will be in danger if his identity is discovered. After leaving the others, Xavier returns to the safe room. That's where the antidote is hidden. Finds a colored number on the back of Gus's neck. Realizing the answer is a clue, kills Jonas with a spiked bat on the head, and for a brief look and look at the number on the back of his hand, hunts for the others. Laura unfortunately succumbs to the nerve agent and dies after finding the clue revealing Daniel's identity. Addison and Amanda abandon him, but Amanda returns after finding Jonas's body. Addison finds a glass box containing a clue but refuses to listen, unfortunately, and when she reaches the bottom, her arms come trapped in holes that are lined with hidden blades. And oh, that is going to leave a mark. On the wrist, that is. Sorry, everyone. I apologize. Anyway, let's see. Now, Xavier enters the room and reads Addison's number and leaves her to die. Amanda and Daniel find a tunnel into the safe room, which leads to the bathroom from the first film. Daniel collapses inside just before Xavier finds him. Amanda notes that he cannot read his own letters, so eventually he cuts the back of part of the skin on the back of his neck off, and oh, that's gonna really hurt people. As he approaches Amanda in an attempt to kill her, Daniel, who feigned his collapse, jumps in the way and slashes his throat with a hacksaw, killing him. Now I'll get to the ending, and you've been warned if you've not watched this, okay? But like I said, I'm sure you horror fanatics have seen this movie, okay? So here we go. Having seen Xavier chasing his son, Eric manages to assault John and forces him to lead him to the house. And John's sitting area is revealed to be an elevator, which they use to leave the factory. The tech team tracks the video's source, and Rig leads his team to the house, where they find VCRs playing previously recorded images. Carrie realizes the game took place before they found John. The timer expires, and a large safe opens, revealing Daniel bound and breathing into an oxygen mask. Meanwhile, Eric enters the house alone and eventually locates a bathroom where he is attacked by a pig-masked figure. He awakens shackled at the ankle with chain and a tape recorder left by Amanda, revealing that she isn't, well, actually accomplice to John, and intends to continue his work after he dies. Amanda suddenly appears in the doorway and says, "Game over," leaving Eric to die. And that's how Saw 2 ends. I'd say you should definitely give Saw 2 a shot, because I've watched that more than any other, because I used to have that on DVD. Now I've got it again, and it's still as good as I once saw it. Anyway, that's going to end Saw 2. So what did you think of now? I'd like to ask you to please leave your thoughts on and what you thought about the first Saw and the second Saw 2 in the comment section, please. Like and subscribe to my channel. Now, I will be continuing the Saw franchise on Monday, okay? Because I am going to do some other stuff on my channel, but I will continue the Saw franchise on Monday, as I will do another back-to-back review, reviewing Saw 3 and Saw 4. Anyway, like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much for watching. And also check me out on Horror Enthusiast 101, where I'm with all the good buddies I met on YouTube, including Derek's Horror Corner, Liebelman, Ogre Boy 1992, Silver Shamrock, Desmond's Flicks, Christian Hannah Horror, everybody, just the list goes on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya, and
Game over.